rivalry game, and our matchup is bitter. It has barbs and shots thrown on and off the field over the years. Welcome, everyone, to Michie Stadium, home of the Army Black Knights. As we'll see, the winners of 4 straight, the Air Force Falcons, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Army Black Knights. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Black Knights will put total leather and we'll get started. On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So the Air Force Falcons offense will go on the attack first. Last time these two rivals got together, guys, there were hurt feelings and some dead fish handshakes in the aftermath, and this might be just the recipe to cook up some revenge, Jesse.
Well, they're going to be motivated, that's for sure. The losing team, they have been hearing about that blowout loss now for a very long time. They had this game circled, David, all offseason, hoping to get that payback.
Oh, man, and you get all the quotes, all the people talking about, all those blowhards on all the different networks, i.e. us, talking about how bad it was and how embarrassing it was, and now you get a chance to get some payback. They're excited.
They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Wants to throw. It's Alvarez. A strike downfield. At the 45, on his way. Off to the races to the right. Touchdown, Falcons. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing it at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
The Cadets offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. Last week was a tape they'd rather just put right in the dumpster and forget about it. David, how does a guy bounce back from a game like the one he had last week?
Well, hopefully he burned that tape because that was not pretty. That was not what they're wanting to do, man. Just turning the football over, not enough productive plays. And so how do you bounce back? How do you get started in this football game? Jesse, make it easy. Get him in a rhythm. Don't make it very complicated. Don't give him a chance to turn it over again. You don't need to put this losing streak to another digit in the column.
Yeah, I agree. I think there was 2 big things. I think, one, he was just pressing. He was trying to force the big play to happen when there were other completions to be had. So he's just got to do a better job being patient. And I think the guys around him also have to step up as well.
Just steamrolling the defense. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. And the Black Knights want to move quickly.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Quite a bit of work to do on 3rd down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. Got him downfield. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. looking to throw. Looking to get it in. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Try to barge their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Black Knights! The extra point here would tie the game. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the...
Turning it on! An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
That's a nice-looking run. I'll tell you, when it comes to the academies, I know the Air Force is known for being mighty in the skies, but on the football field, it's what they're able to do on the ground. Year in, year out, they are so dangerous toting the rock, whether it's the option, whether it's conventional, whether it's spread. These guys are dialed into what they want to do, and they wear defenses down.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Alvarez. With the catch, it's Clinton. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10. Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football to your running back in space where you can break tackles and make things happen because they're just so dynamic.
As a head coach, you love to see your quarterback locked in early in games. And in the first drive, leads the offense down to a touchdown, throws a TD pass, and here he is again, making a really good decision and a very accurate throw to pick up that first down.
Wants to throw on first down. Fires left. Makes a connection. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down. And the Falcons, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Now from inside the red zone. Bought a little time, lets it go. Got it on the outside, it's Cherry.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Out of the gun, the give to the back. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. Touchdown, Air Force! The offense cashing it in on that drive. Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So an 82-yard drive there, and they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Hand off to the single back. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. The Black Knights moving quickly to the line.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Finds a little space. Breaks into the open. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. And the Black Knights, after exploding for that huge run, back to work.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Got his man. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. From the gun, running back on the move. He's out of bounds after the good pickup, and what a way to end the first period. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. So first down here as they go back to work. Pulls it, fires to the left. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Trying play action. It's complete on the right side. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
Play action does so many things. When you run the football and have success, it slows everybody down. Not just the linebackers and the safeties and make them come up, but the defensive line, they're thinking run as well.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Army! Extra point here will tie the game.
And the running back gets his second rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Got his man downfield. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure, it's a first down. That's the way to start a drive. Now they'll snap it just shy of midfield. Looking downfield, it's Alvarez. Complete. No chance to run, but they still move it forward.
And if you had any questions about this quarterback's arm talent, now you've got your answer. Wow.
Second down, he'll throw it. Quickly out to the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do that.
Got enough space. Touchdown, Falcons. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
This offense is really dangerous because of the weapons they have on the perimeter of the field, and you're seeing they go to these guys early, and they try to give them opportunities in one-on-one situations and vertically down the field. 2 passing touchdowns now early for this offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. The hand to the running back. Can't get him to the ground. Oh, he's got some space. He works his way up to the 33 and is pushed out of bounds.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
They'll go to the air on second and short. Gets it out quickly. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going.
There he goes. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Looking to throw on first down. They're working that left side. He's run out of bounds, and they'll say he stepped out at the 27.
Yeah, and I think you've just seen how the quarterback has so much confidence in this guy catching the ball too, right? Receivers aren't open, tight ends aren't open. He knows he can find him running out of the backfield, or if he lines up at wide receiver, this dude can get open, and he can make positive things happen after he has the ball.
The Black Knights have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly to the tight end. Out of bounds he goes. They'll mark it at the 16. And the Black Knights are in the hurry-up. Wants to fire on 2nd down. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Black Knights! Looking for the tie with the extra point. All tied up after that one. Possible shootout coming.
And the offense does its job, and now the pressure switches back to the other offense. Points at a premium.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 25 clash today. Ole Miss has the lead right now, but they haven't been able to separate themselves just yet there in the Grove. They're up by 10 over Penn State. That's where things stand right now, and of course, if the script is flipped, you will hear about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Complete to the left. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular, and I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the 2nd quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
Firing to the right, complete. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a 1st down.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the 1st half. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's Alvarez. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Love the competitive nature by the defender on that play. That's just a 50-50 ball, and that defender swatted it away.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
The field goal is no good. And here in the 2nd quarter, missed field goal leaves us tied, guys. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. Used the play fake, now to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, 2nd down coming. Quick completion on the out. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Makes the catch. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half. The offense sets up shop at the 46 on 1st down. Gets it out fast.
Take the profit, right? Pitch and catch. Defense in zone coverage. Receivers got some access. Just spit it out to him. Let him catch it, advance, and get what he can get.
The Black Knights can really attack on this 2nd and short. Fires to the tight end. There he goes. Inside the 30, down to the 29. Time is running short here in the 1st half. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, it's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage.
Touchdown, Army! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Trying to take it back. Touchdown, Black Knights! The defense takes matters into its own hands.
Man, that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas, try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
Air Force 21.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some...
Going for the big play. Got it in stride inside the 20. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right, and maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Air Force. Fitted in the window for the score.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Army has it back, and the offense ready to go. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense...
Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first interception. He'll always remember this moment.
Showing the arm strength down the left side.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
Back to pass, it's Alvarez. He'll take a shot. And that'll be incomplete as the pass is knocked away, but there is a penalty flag down. Let's see who it's on. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Touchdown, Falcons. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Man, that is picture-perfect execution by this offense. That is how you close a half. Chewing up some time, getting in the end zone, a chance to tie this up and feel really good about yourself going into halftime.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Coverage team there to make the stop. They avoid disaster, and that's the end of the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. The Falcons will kick it away to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. They'll start this third quarter with a run. He gets it past the 30, and they'll get him out of bounds at the 32. And the Black Knights in the hurry-up.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
The play-action fake. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Finds his big tight end. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 and the 38, and these guys are on the move.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Finds his man. It's Hoffman. Just sledgehammering his way down to the 33. The Black Knights with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Makes the grab. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Got like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
They go to the ground. Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16. Here on third down, you might want to protect the field goal, but you have to stay aggressive. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Out of the shotgun on third down. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on third down. Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. And this one splits the uprights. And now they regain the lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, a big-time top 25 duel. Let's get right to the pictures. Ole Miss is down, but they are not out of it. Not when that crowd spent the morning in the Grove getting ready for this one. Let's see how those fans impact the rest of this game. It's still a one-score game. They're trailing by 8 to Penn State. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Dropping back, it's Alvarez. Grab near the marker, it's Clinton. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
You know, you're seeing in college football now with spread offense and tempo and air raid, we're seeing more and more 400-yard days, but I can't remember the last time I've seen one look as impressive as this guy has played today, David. He has been on fire.
And it's so annoying now because all the quick game is so good. And then you take shots when you get matchups, and you see tight ends now that move like wide receivers and running backs that move like receivers. There's so many ways that quarterbacks can hurt you now, and he showed all of it today.
Wants to go up top on first down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to throw again. Zings it complete to the right. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. And the Falcons come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Man, let that thing rip. How about this guy? Almost 450 yards on the day. He's been throwing it early. He's been throwing it often. He's been throwing it all over the yard and with a lot of success.
This quarterback is having a Heisman moment in this game. These are the types of games that Heisman voters are going to pay attention to. He's now got over 450 passing yards.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Quarterbacks love throwing slants to big boys. When you got big targets, man, it's hard to miss them. Great job throwing to a guy that tall, putting it near his body, and he plucks it in for the catch.
Throws to the back. He's got it. Touchdown, Air Force. And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. He has been surgical. Precision passes. Using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here in the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
Looking downfield on first down. Got his man on the right. Bounced out of bounds at the 43-yard line. And the Black Knights come to the line in the hurry-up. Snagged out of the air. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Got his man out of the backfield. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. To the air on second down. Throws for the tight end. Got his man. Knocked down at the 24-yard line, but it's a big gain. 15 yards on the play, and this offense is in business. To the air on first down. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
And a really great job by the defense adjusting now, because on this drive, this quarterback has found his guy a few times, and now the defense is saying, we are double covering him. You might throw it somewhere else, but that guy is not going to make the catch.
Here they come, facing third and long from the 20. From the gun, wants to pass. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. That brings him to within 1. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. And the returner will be knocked down. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4.
Well, the offense is trying to go counter, but the defense blows it up, and they do it by getting penetration up the middle, setting up the tackle for loss.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Looking to throw, it's Alvarez. Finds his tight end. Gets enough for the first down, but not sure they'll get another playoff here in the third quarter. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. So first down, we'll open up the final period. Wants to throw on first down. Got his man. And he's brought down after a nice gain. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? The Falcons come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. It's a big stride inside the 10. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Falcons trying to cash it in on first and goal. Send the tight end in motion. They'll dial up the run on first and goal.
Yeah, what a great job by the defense. You got to understand, it's physical time, right? They want to run the football and they start getting inside the 5. Nice job getting penetration, getting the tackle for the loss.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Wants to go up top. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Falcons. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
This guy is officially a problem. His second receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense. Dude, if I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop it.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
The Black Knights have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's second and a mile. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. Really short gain on that one. Defense all over it. Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball so you can't get hands on him, and they've really featured this guy today.
And they can't make the play on third down. And the Black Knights will punt it away on fourth down. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. No.
Looking to take a shot. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? Taking it the other way. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And you will always always remember your first, and how about that? Breaking on the football, getting an INT, the first INT. Keep the football, brother. The first of many big-time plays for this guy.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. With the catch, it's Reddick.
And his offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives to...
Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it first down at the 39.
And we know turnover margin is a huge part of winning ball games. Interception number 2, his quarterback has to do a better job taking care of the football. Don't force it. Take the high completion percentage stuff. Don't always try to go for the big play.
Quarterback making checks. Trying to beat him to the corner on the right. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Here's a heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Looking for a man. It's Alvarez. Going for it all. Touchdown, Air Force. They went for it all, and it paid off with the score. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, every game in the SEC so vital to a team's season, and this one is no different. Kentucky was able to come away with the win, as they have in Lexington so many times before, but not without a few bumps along the way. Man, nothing in college football is easy. Each week in the SEC, the tests are just so tough. And we found that out today again, guys, with another good team taking one on the chin.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. The Black Knights headed quickly to the line.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
Hey, down in the fourth quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him, and he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football, but we know he has the ability.
And the Black Knights getting set on 1st and 10.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock, that is at a premium for this offense.
Offense now working in the red zone. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. They just keep firing. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Army! Fired in from the red zone for the score. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable, because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This game is so close to being salted away if the offense can just run out the clock. Dropping back, it's Alvarez. Here's the pressure. It's complete to the right. At the 40, there he goes. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. This is the kind of performance, guys, that sort of etches your name in the lore of a rivalry.
And playing big in this big moment, on this big stage, it is
just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Falcons now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll go to work in the air on second down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
You got to love the aggressive nature this defense is playing with right now, and you're seeing the athletes and the dudes they've got up front. A sack on the last play. They hit the quarterback on this last one. Now third down, you know they're going to be...
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. He's got it inside the 25. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. And the Falcons are flying down the field. Wants to go up top on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose. And I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical. Because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
A look out over the Hudson, and it looks calm. It is not calm in Michie Stadium on this third down. To the air, it's Alvarez. Got it! So close to that end zone, he could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Falcons will try to put one on the board on first and goal. From the gun, he'll try to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And this offense shows right away on first down. They're willing to pass down here. Does this soften them up a little bit for the run here on second down and goal?
Second down, they'll go to the air. And it's caught for a touchdown, and that might do it.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
They're looking to throw on second and short. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. The Black Knights are at the line looking to convert on third and short. They'll try to run for it. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking downfield on first down. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. So now it's second and long. They'll give it to the back. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. They'll try to get the first through the air. Connection to the right. He was on his way. He could smell it. He gets it inside the 10. They stop him at the 9. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Double time, hustling to the line. They spike it to stop the clock. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Back to pass. Going for 6. Grabbed in the end zone for a touchdown, and there's still a hill to climb, but they are still fighting, staggering, stumbling, but still upright and not finished yet.
All right, big touchdown makes it a 9-point game. You've got to kick the extra point right now, and then you've got to find a way somehow, some way to get the football back. You're going to have to score again and go for two. A lot has to go right, but at least you get that touchdown to give yourself an opportunity.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it first and goal. You already have the lead. Scoring is always good. Oh, the ball popped out. That's a way to mess up a drive. And what a fortuitous turn of events to get that football back. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go.
Timeout, Air Force.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to throw, it's Parker. Here comes the heat. And he's got it for the touchdown, and that one just might do it.
Number 8, hauls it in the end zone.
They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're